Drop spilt. All right.
A little bit. It's all good. All right. What's up? Today I got my boy Chris McCarthy.
What's going on?
I used to work with him at the post office cafe. He's an interesting guy, so I figured I might as well bring him on.
Interesting what ways?
I don't know, just a very extroverted guy. You like a lot of the same things that I do, like finance,
I consider myself introverted, honestly.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm very quiet. You have to get to know me before I start going a little crazy.
I don't buy that, bro. I don't know. I mean, I've known you for probably 4 years now, bro. 3 years, maybe? No, 3 years, yeah.
Well, that depends when you started.
2018, I started at post office.
So, yeah, that's crazy. Time flies.
I know, bro.
But, yeah, I guess when I first started, that was super quiet. Definitely took me a little bit to be more outgoing.
That's
now
crazy.
We're hitting it. Now,
yeah.
I do whatever.
Nah, yeah. Because, I remember we used to have some good times, back in the day.
Oh,
even when we were younger. So it mind boggles me that you say you're an introvert.
I can only imagine what would be different if we didn't go into a year lockdown.
Oh my God.
You'd still be over there. We'd still be rioting.
Oh, dude, that was such good times.
Yeah.
The last good memory I think that I have from post office was when, I don't want to say his name on the podcast, but when a certain individual slipped and vomited on a Sunday morning.
Oh my Lord. That was the most disgusting thing I've witnessed. And I tried to catch him too. I was standing right there.
Oh my God, bro.
That's when I would have quit.
Tell that story for those
I would have
who
walked out. Sunday morning brunches, people just can't handle their mimosas. And that's literally what happens. The bubbles and shit. And then next thing you know, someone's just barfing everywhere. Just throwing up. I think they got on a table, tried to stand up, tried to make it to the bathroom, lost it on the steps. This poor little busboy. Summoned to clean it up.
Young man was like fucking slipping on a banana peel, bro.
Dude wiped out a big football kid too.
Yo, you remember that? You ever seen Cheaper by the Dozen?
Yes.
You remember that?
Exact scene. The exact scene.
Exact
Is
shit.
that throw up? He's like, ah. That's disgusting.
Dude, it was fucking nasty, bro.
I would have
quit.
I don't think I ever had to do that. Oh, one time out of the sink, I had to like scoop it out with like a fucking cup. That was disgusting. But I got to eat whatever I wanted that night.
I wouldn't have eaten at all.
I couldn't eat. I was like, I washed my hands like 5 times and I still don't want to use them.
I would have just taken the fucking gift card or something, bro. Honestly, at that point.
I'll come back for that.
Yeah. Well, dude, I've never cleaned up a yak.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Pray to God. But one time, bro, my first job, I worked at a pizzeria.
Yeah.
And like 2 weeks in, bro, my boss, he was like, "Hey, come over here. I gotta talk to you." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I thought I was about to get fired, bro. I thought I was done. And so I'm like, "What can I do for you, boss?" He was like, "There's been a little situation in the bathroom." And bro, he takes me to the bathroom. We open the door.
It looks like a murder scene.
Well, no, actually, thank God. But bro, there was literally just a turd on the floor of the women's room.
Oh my God.
Just sitting in the middle of the floor, bro.
The women's rooms are always disgusting.
Well, especially a post office.
I don't know why. They're crazy. I don't know what they're doing in there. But their bathrooms are always the most disgusting, apparently.
Yeah.
I haven't witnessed it, but
calm down, you sexist. Come on.
They just can't control it.
Nah, but it is wild. Like some of the shit you find in there. Like my brother.
Oh yeah, the shit you see in the service industry is just unmatched, uncomparable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then you still gotta go in with a smile. Customer's always right.
Well, dude, I mean the amount of times that you see a person banging in the bathroom, like that's like people are like that doesn't happen. Like nah, it happens.
Yeah, maybe at
often
nightclubs and shit, not a restaurant.
Dude,
in like a village town.
I know, bro. Nah, it is wild. Like the shit you see.
How desperate do you have to be? Especially 2 adults. Like you don't have a home.
You don't have a car at least?
Yeah,
like,
at least a car. Step outside. It's not raining.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean I've definitely seen. You want to hear a good one?
What? Yeah.
I was working at this place called Barrique. It's in the village. You know it.
Oh, you worked at Barrique?
I used to work at Barrique for a minute.
Yeah.
One time, I'm walking through like the dining room, and little white baggie falls on the floor next to this guy. Yep, little white baggie.
Excuse me, sir.
Yep.
You dropped something.
And that happened at post office too. It didn't happen to me, but someone told me that it happened.
Oh yeah, and the bouncer like saw it immediately. Another kid pulled out his ID with the baggie like on it, and he's just like, no.
God.
He's like, what if I get rid of the baggie? He's like, no.
Down bad, bro. You're down bad if you're fucking messing up that bad.
That was lifeguard nights.
Sheesh.
We don't even know. The good old days were apparently the crazier times.
Yeah, and that's saying something.
Yeah, because we thought we saw crazy shit. Nope.
One time I saw a woman get hit by a car. You remember that night, right? You were there.
Oh, on the corner.
Yeah, bro.
That was crazy.
That was fucked up.
And you remember the fire?
Oh my God.
You came running back in. You're like, there's a fire.
Yeah.
Just ran back out.
Dude, and that was like, oh my God, like fucking, what was it, like 1 o'clock in the morning, bro?
Yeah, that was after like we closed. And that was a random ass night too.
Dude, legit though. It was just like, that just shows you how fucking fast things can go downhill, you know?
Yeah, crazy.
That was nuts. I can't believe you remember that, bro. I didn't remember that.
The blackout.
Oh yeah.
That happened a few times.
Oh yeah, that
But
that's just
happens.
a matter. Yeah, that's just a matter of.
But that was crazy. Crazy.
Post office has been some crazy times, bro.
Fun times.
Great
Good
times.
times.
Oh my gosh.
Love it. Love them.
That might have been one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Oh, I love it.
I swear on my
I'm
life.
still there.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving soon.
Oh yeah, I get you.
But
Well, actually, you are leaving soon, bro.
trying to leave soon, but not really. I'm in no rush, you know?
No, yeah. It's one of those jobs that like you have to leave one day, but
Yeah, you don't want to.
it's like
You gotta cut back.
yeah, at a certain point.
Start moving on.
Well, it's like the guy from Andy from fucking The Office says, he's like, I wish someone would tell you you're in the good times when you're in them, or something like that.
That's so true.
I don't have the quote.
Yeah. No, I
It is
know
true.
exactly. Yeah. Looking back even in a few years, it's like, whoa. So much has changed.
So much has changed.
So quickly.
Yeah.
And then
People are
this
dying.
past year is just over.
I know, bro.
Like,
It's just all
A
these
whole year
people.
lost. And yeah, so many people. Just
And-
so
and
much
yeah.
random shit just happening.
A whole year of just insanity, bro.
Literally. From start to finish, even just personal to like worldwide, just crazy shit.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I can't even begin to detail.
I couldn't even tell you what happened a year ago. Like what crazy things happened because just so many things have happened.
Oh, true.
And everything is just blurring into one chaotic
Well, dude, I
mess.
remember like being at PO the night when shit was like going down, and like, so there was a UFC card that night. It was March 14th of last year. I remember the date, bro. I remember the specific date because I was supposed to go out to dinner the next night with my family. And yeah, bro, it was like they did it in an empty stadium, and I was like, this just got really serious.
Real.
Yeah, and like it wasn't like that before. And
No,
then just
and
all of a sudden,
overnight, just like that.
and then next thing you know, we're locked in our houses for
Well,
till
now-
the summer, basically. Honestly,
Oh yeah, people were still doing what they wanted, but
Loki.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, Cuomo.
Now we're allowed to
take me
be
to
out
jail.
till midnight, so that's chill.
Wow,
Yeah.
midnight.
Nothing good happens after midnight, which is exactly the time I want to be out and about.
I can't argue with that. Those are when the best times happen, bro. Well,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, not really here, honestly, because like most places close around 3. If you're going to like a club spot or like a really good
Yeah.
bar spot.
But I think that might be changing, hopefully, if COVID things change. Because now people are just going to, they have access to anything online. They're going to want access to like entertainment whenever they want now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited for the world to like,
Do anything, honestly.
honestly, at this point. I mean, look at these Floridians just living large, bro. Living like Larry right now.
It's insane. Literally,
Fuck it. I mean,
You could tell who's a tourist because they have masks on, and then it's ridiculous.
the locals are just living life.
Yeah, just like not even skipping a beat, golfing, chilling.
Hey,
beaches are open, everything.
To each their own, you know. If it works for them, I guess it is what it is, you know.
Things are just too slow down there for me. I could never move down there.
I hated it.
After New York minute, like, I can't.
That's the one thing that, like, I know I'm going to have to leave this state. I was talking about it last week on the podcast with my boy Jay Funkin, and we were just, like, talking about how New York is getting so expensive, and shit's just getting crazy up here, and knowing that you have to leave at a certain point.
They say there's a mass migration, like, a foot or two south every year.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everybody's just trying to go south.
Well, I mean...
For multiple reasons. Not even just the weather. Just, like, it seems to be more free. More south you go.
Yeah. Just fucking... It's turning into, like, what we would think as, you know, like, we're extremely civilized nowadays.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, we're so... As a nation, as a world, you know, only 6% of the world lives in, like, abject poverty. You know what I mean?
Which is still a huge amount.
That's a huge amount. But when you talk about the majority, like, we live... A lot of people, especially in like the Western countries and a lot of like Asian countries, even some of the Middle Eastern countries, they live so well, you know, that like when you see some place start to like degrade and like degenerate, but then you see like a place that's like so open and free, it's like, whoa, that's like the Wild West. You know what I mean?
It's just, I feel like that's how it's been throughout history though.
Yeah.
Some place will be just wealthy and start to crumble and new wealth will build. Like Miami up and coming throughout the last 40, 50 years. Like,
yeah, well, they had a massive crumble back in like the 80s and shit with all the cocaine and prostitution.
But now it's West Beach, place to be.
Yeah.
And if Florida's popping off, then it will continue to grow like that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, they still have their problems. You know, like Dade County still has like a very high percentage of crime.
There's still the boonies down there in places.
Yeah, I mean,
like swamp people.
Exactly. Like you got the hillbillies fucking crawfishing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's still fucking South Florida. Like,
yeah, nah. But you know, it's an interesting life down there. You know, I have relatives down there, and
yeah, same. My sister lives down there. My parents will move down there probably. So yeah, I'm stuck going to Florida the rest of my life, but I'm not gonna move there.
I don't know. I'm thinking like North Carolina, Florida, Texas. That's like what my choices right now.
South Carolina is really nice.
I want to buy like a plot of land, like fucking 300 acres somewhere,
I have
bro.
to be by the water though, like the ocean. I cannot go inland at all.
I know, it's tough. I would never live in the Midwest.
I could never. I could never. Go mudding. Like I couldn't do that. I need something to do. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely plenty to do. Like, you know, there's definitely some square dancing and, you know, alcoholism.
Yeah. Go look at some, like, cows and shit. I don't know. I haven't been to the Midwest ever.
Me neither. We're probably stereotyping so hard right now.
Really bad. I've never been westward on a plane.
I went one time westward on a plane. I went to Arizona.
Ooh. It
was all right.
It's dry, right?
Yeah.
Hot. Ooh.
I went for a bad reason too, which sucked. But
what was that?
My uncle died. Yeah, you feel like shit now?
Yeah, I thought it was like some girl or something.
No. No, but that is a funny story though, so not my uncle dying, but
well, the story of that.
No, so I met this girl in the airport and she just had like this record with her and it was in like Ukrainian or some shit, and I was just like, or like it looked like Russian to me, so I was like, "What are you doing with a Ukrainian record?" And then she's like, "Oh, my parents are from Ukraine, all this kind of stuff." And so we started talking, whatever, and then we went on the plane, and then when we landed in Arizona, I was like, "Oh, let me get your Instagram. I'll hit you up this week." And you're like, "Yeah, sure." And then just ghost,
just fizzled,
just straight up fucking into the air.
Would you have met a random girl? Like went and met up with her after that?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I was like,
I don't know if I can meet a girl in the airport like that.
I would have just got.
I mean, I guess if you're going on vacation.
Yeah.
Well, not really vacation.
Get out.
Yeah.
You're done.
Oops.
Nah. No, it wasn't a bad time. You know, I mean, I got to spend a lot of time with my relatives and whatever. Yeah. I think that was my phone or maybe yours, but anyway. Yeah, I got to spend a lot of time with the relatives, you know, and I got to like learn more about my uncle because I kind of, you know, this is one of my big flaws personally is that like.
Why was he living out there? Where's your family?
So he was living out there, I think. So he was actually a doctor on a Native American reservation.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's something like with a lot of my family members on the Portuguese side, at least, where it's like my
like
great grand
doctor, like, on an Indian reservation.
No, he just like they just like were doctors, you know what I mean? Like my great grandfather, when tuberculosis was really bad in Portugal at one point, at least on the island where he lived, and no one wanted to volunteer. You know what I mean? None of these doctors with like all these established practices wanted to volunteer because they want to fucking live.
Yeah, that's true.
And so
they didn't know how to prevent it. Exactly.
And so he volunteered a lot of his time to, you know, go down and be with the tuberculosis patients and all this kind of stuff. And then after that, it was a very poor island, you know, in a lot of ways.
Especially back then. It still is.
It still is low key, you know, in some places, but
definitely.
At least the stories I've heard is that he would just go to people's homes and give them medical care, you know, because of.
That's chill.
Yeah, he was a chill ass mother. They got fucking streets named after him and shit, bro.
That's unheard of doing that today.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've gotten to a point where this country, especially, is like so selfish. Like no one wants to help their neighbor. No one wants to help their homies.
And like non-for-profits are turning a profit. Like
big time, bro.
Yeah.
You think the Red Cross isn't fucking skimming a little bit off the top, bro? They're like Robin Hood.
Look at their giant boats and shit. Like they have so much more than they need, but they do help a lot. But
they do. I mean, most charities do. You know.
Yeah, they gotta.
Of course.
Otherwise, they're not gonna survive as an organization.
Oh yeah. But I mean, just like doing shady shit, you know.
That's gonna be everywhere and forever.
Yeah, I know.
It's unfortunate, but
it is unfortunate. You know, Bill Gates owns most of the farmland in America.
I saw that the other
Isn't
day.
that fucked, bro?
That's so crazy.
It's so wild. I mean, I think personally that it's like just a passive investment.
I think so too. I don't think it's some evil, diabolical,
I don't think it's sinister. But like he didn't help himself when he was like, people in Western country need to start eating synthetic meat or something like that. Like we need to start doing that. And I was like, whoa, wait, what do you mean we need to start doing that?
What do you mean? Oh, like he could be growing his own.
No, but he's just. I'm not saying he's doing this. What I'm saying is that like it gives the image when he's because he did say this. He said that people in richer Western countries should switch to primarily synthetic meat, which is something I disagree with wholeheartedly because
that defeats everything. All the purposes of meat.
Yeah,
I feel like you can't get the same protein nutrition.
You don't get exactly. The nutrition just isn't the same. It's not.
We just do got to limit, I guess, the cattle and the waste, but. Still,
well, I mean,
that's just.
But cattle, like exertion of methane or whatever. I think that's what it is. Because they're farting and shit.
Yeah. For the
ozone
layer.
That's like one of the least contributing factors to climate change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still a huge factor. It's a big factor for cows farting. Just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
Just the prospect.
That's a lot of farts. But still, yeah.
I'm so weak.
Yeah, that on its own wouldn't have caused it, but it definitely still would have had
damage. It.
Yeah.
I think it exacerbates it. I mean, it is a big issue. Climate change.
Oh, it's huge. And I see it happening, but like I don't think it's solely because of humans.
No, I mean, obviously the climate changes on its own, but there is a major.
The Earth goes through cycles, but
there's a major human element to it.
Definitely, maybe it's speeding it up, but I think this is just how the Earth evolves, almost.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, at a certain point, we're all gonna go extinct. You and me,
technically.
Yeah,
no, I mean, human like, race. Real. Yeah,
we're gonna come to a point where there's been like this climate crisis, and what we would call a crisis. You know what I mean? Because it's just a rapidly changing thing, and at some point, no, definitely not a pandemic.
Crisis.
Let's leave the pandemics for the next generation.
Oh my God!
But no, like we'll probably come to a certain point where we like just all get wiped out. Then the Earth, you know, at a certain point, the Earth heals itself. Like Mother Nature heals itself so well.
And it evolves. So even if it doesn't heal itself, it will get by. It will survive.
And then a new species. a new species will come around. Come around. Jesus, I can't speak today.
Come around and then just evolve into a bunch of other species.
Exactly.
And that's just how science works.
Exactly. I mean, I'm definitely a God guy, you know, for sure. I'm a very religious individual personally. Oh, thunder. Nice.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was in the gym today and bro, I'm in the gym and I was just like on the
thunder
mat.
out here?
What's that?
Did it rain and thunder this morning?
Did. Yeah.
Not by me.
Bro.
I was in the gym and I was looking out and it was like overcast.
Just cloudy, yeah. No, I was in the gym, bro, and like just at a certain point, like I was moving around on the mat and then fucking and everyone stopped. We were just like,
shook. What was that?
Like I haven't heard thunder around here in a minute, bro. I can't even remember the last time.
Probably last summer.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Nuts.
It's interesting. It only comes around in spring, summer.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, that's what I love about this island, though. This island is so fucking dope.
All over the place.
The weather, bro.
Yeah.
Like the weather out here is always so consistent, though. I'll be straight.
No, consistent.
Yeah, like
I feel like we have up and down. Like we have 80 something days, and then we'll go back to 50s, and then like.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like last winter, we didn't get that much snow. This year, we got
fucking
dumped on in like only 2 or 3 blizzards.
Yeah, we got absolutely ravaged
with
snow this year. But that, it wasn't bad though. I mean, got some days off work.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It could have been way worse. It was nice snow.
Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't like that
slush.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And it wasn't like shitty out.
Exactly.
It was nicey out.
Yeah.
Nicey out.
Dude, I almost crashed my whip this fucking year on the ice.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I'm driving up my block one morning and I'm already shot, bro. Like I was getting up at 5 a.m. or like 4:45 to fucking leave at like 5:30. So I'm already shot, bro. And I'm going down the block. I'm going like not even 15 miles an hour at this point.
Was it snowy out or just wet?
It snowed the night previous and then it froze over, I guess, through the night.
Yeah.
And it's like 24 degrees in the morning. So I'm like driving slow up my block and I'm getting to, there's a stop sign at the end of my block and I'm like getting up to it. And I'm about to enter the
right
street.
into the intersection.
Yep. So I just went, and I went right up onto the sidewalk and I was like, yeah, let's never do that again.
Today's canceled. I'm going back home.
Yeah.
If I didn't make it off my block, I'd be like,
I'm
going home.
I wish, bro. Oh my God. Dude, I love, the person who hired me very much so.
Yeah.
And I'm not too against carpentry. It's not a bad job. It's a very good skill.
Definitely. It's good to know. Not many people know how to even hammer a nail in.
Exactly. But I will say I hated getting up so early.
Oh, yeah.
To go and do manual labor and the guy who I was with was working till like 7 o'clock at night.
I was just about to say, were you done by 3?
No. I was done.
That's a long day.
Check it. I was done working by like 7. And then by the time I got home, it was probably like 8, 9.
Sheesh.
Yeah, bro.
Where were you? Where was like the
Hamptons.
projects?
All out in the Hamptons. Hold up, my camera just fucking shut off.
You got it.
But yeah, bro.
Fucking
it was
hike.
Oh yeah. All the time, bro. Boom, we're back. But yeah. That was one of the most brutal jobs I've ever worked.
And driving to Hampton suck because of the one lane. Once you get out there,
dude. Honestly, I mean, I do love it out there. It's fire out there, bro. Like, it's a good spot.
It's a different lifestyle,
dude. Even
on every level.
Even my boy Christian. You remember my boy Christian, right?
Oh yeah.
Christian Padovan, shout out. But the town where he lives, it's like kind of more like a working class town. It's called Hampton Bays.
Oh yeah.
And like, bro, even out there, it's just like different world.
It's so nice. Properties are big and stuff like.
Yeah, well, not even just that. It's just like the people you see around, like very beachy people. All year round too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like out here, you'll get that.
Yeah.
But like
there, it's their life.
It's like their life.
It's like living on Fire Island.
It's fire.
Yeah.
It's fire, bro. Yeah, I fuck with it heavy out there, bro.
It's expensive. That's crazy.
Don't even get me started.
You talk about New York being crazy expensive. Being out there, being in like fucking Manhattan or.
Well, think about who you're living with. You know what I mean? Like you're literally surrounded by some of the wealthiest individuals on the world.
True.
And not only that, you're surrounded by like beach.
Yeah.
You're in the Hamptons at least.
Happy-minded people.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Out in the Hamptons, I'd say. And then in the city, it's just workaholics. It's just money. Yeah. The hustle don't stop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, look, if the city don't sleep, neither should you.
Money don't sleep.
Exactly, bro.
Keep it going. It's crazy.
It's just
I don't know if I could do that life.
Isn't that the life you want to get into?
I would, but I don't know if I could do 24/7 nonstop type stuff, you know, because I'm definitely still a beachy kid.
True.
So I need best of both worlds in a sense.
I'm pissed I didn't get to go surfing at all last summer. I'm tight.
Did I even
Not
surf?
once, bro.
I don't think I even surfed.
Get out of here.
No, I was fishing more. I don't know why I just didn't surf. There wasn't much for action, I guess. I just wasn't on top of my surfing game. But yeah, I've been fishing meds. But then I just been working.
Truth.
Just on the grind.
100.
I'm just like, I might as well do it and not say no, because what else I got going on? Done school and stuff for now.
Yeah, so tell people what you want to do with your life, bro. After you studied finance in college.
I don't know. I studied human biology too.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's my degree is in biology. My minor is economics.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have like a little bit of well-rounded education, but I have no idea still what to do.
You still want to go to London?
London's not opening. So I work for a London firm, trade foreign currencies, and I reached out to them asking if they had a spot on the desk now that COVID's kind of ending, and they said they have no interest in going back to their office. They might even close the office and just do everything online.
Wow.
So it's like, that defeats the purpose of me working for you guys for the last year.
Because you wanted to go so
That's
bad.
what I wanted to do. And I was planning on that, and then the lockdowns all occurred, just like you, and you got sidelined.
Oh, 100.
So.
Are you still in the process of getting a visa?
I am. It's just being processed, but they said they stopped processing them. That was the last I heard, and it's been a little while, so.
It is what it is.
So I kind of just stopped looking into that for now until I see a better opportunity. Or if I know for a fact I could go over there. Because then I would also do grad school.
True.
Yeah, so.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get an English education.
Little degree ski in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what, dude? Like, this is something that I live by this philosophy where it's like, if some like crazy circumstances prevent something from happening, it's probably the best choice not to like pursue it.
To go against.
Yeah, because like maybe there's, like let's say
bigger things at work.
Exactly. Like let's say you had a flight to England, and then the next day you get off the flight, you know, the taxi cab you were supposed to be in at the time, you know, that you got off the flight or whatever, it just crashes and everyone in the crash dies. You know what I mean? Like you could have been the guy in that cab just because you got on that plane, but because they canceled your ticket.
Well, you could look at anything like that though.
I always do.
Yeah. Like if I did 40 miles an hour instead of 35, I would have beat that red light, or like the smallest things.
Yeah.
Or it could have been me who rear-ended that guy. Like the smallest things. Yeah. But then again, that's what taking risks about.
And you know I love risk.
Now, I don't like risk, but now is the time to take risks.
Stop it, bro.
Because we're young.
Risk. You're a finance guy. You like risk a lot.
Don't lie to me. I don't like it, but I understand the pros and cons and the benefits of taking that risk.
I get that.
But I understand that now that we're young, hell, gamble it all, because you have the next 50 years to get it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlike someone older who would have to regain all that 20 years before they retire.
True. No, you're facts.
You got to think of the bigger picture.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't get, you know, when people are like, it's just excuses, you know what I mean? And I can't remember the word, but it's like rationalizing.
Rationalizing what they do.
Yeah, because like let's say they had the opportunity to go here, to move here, and to do this and to really follow their dream. Mm-hmm. But then they're like, oh, but my job already had benefits and, I had a good life and this and that. And I'm not knocking anyone for doing that, but like,
you have to
you can't complain later in life about it though.
Yeah. That's what regret. I try never to have regret.
Exactly.
If anything, it's a learning experience. You can't regret it. If you regret it, then you have to learn from it.
Exactly.
In order not to regret it. It's interesting.
I just don't get
it's weird how the human mind works.
Exactly.
And how different their thought processes are.
Yeah.
Like how they get to a decision. Some people will be like one thing, other people will be like, okay, this.
Boom. Yeah.
So interesting.
No, I'm with you there, bro. But it just scares me, bro, to see a lot of these people who, they really could have been something, like these people, they still can.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's not that they don't have the drive. They're just afraid and they don't have any momentum behind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess because they're scared if they leave what they're doing, they can never come back.
Exactly.
So
but that's like what I like about it.
Yeah. You can't show your face here again if you fail. Like yeah. That's what people think.
No, that's not true at all.
Some people think some people just are afraid to leave the cocoon, like leave the nest, because like they know if they can't come back unless they come back and like make it better. Mm. So like you have to, but that's in anything. I guess I don't know.
No, 100%, man.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Well, bro, I mean, people for the longest time, I've never had anyone like doubt me. I don't think, mm-hmm. or at least not outwardly. I've never had anyone say like your music blows. I've never had anyone say like
do this.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, like you're not good. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think I've ever had anyone say that. Thank God. Mm-hmm. But like, I had a good point. Now I just lost it. But no, it's like, oh yeah, but like people still, think that like it's whack.
Oh, of course.
And a lot of people, they don't really watch my podcast, but like one day when it all comes together,
when everything finally lines up,
exactly, it's not going to matter.
Oh, that made sense why he did what he did.
Exactly.
And the path he took. And it's like, yeah, you have to make sacrifices to do this and that. And there's always going to be haters.
Exactly.
There's always going to be lovers. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like in the grand scheme, like people are always like, especially when they first start. Like I know that I kind of felt this way when I first started. It's like, oh, like 10 people listen to my song. Mm-hmm. All right, well, that blows, but that's just because no one believes in you yet. You have to like do the work.
There's also 10 more people who listen to it then who wouldn't have heard it.
Exactly.
You didn't do what you did.
Oh, bro, that's how you have to look at everything.
Yeah.
Like right now, I think I have like, as of filming, probably like 15 subscribers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. For some people, that's nothing, but for me, that's everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it starts slow, build slowly. Would you rather a slow build than a fast, sloppy, you want to be, in this case, like engaged and be with what the people want.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving anything out, taking every subscriber, anything like.
Well, do you remember Lil Tay?
No.
She was like a 9-year-old girl who was like saying like the N-word and shit on camera, bro.
Flashing money.
Yeah.
The little girl.
Yeah.
Like a little kid. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember that. And she was fake, right?
Yeah, she was like using her mom's money and shit.
Still money. But still it's like a lot of money, but
oh yeah. Well, but it's like when you have to like do that and like you blow up immediately, you have to keep living up to that standard and you have to keep being more outrageous.
That, and it's also, well, that's with social media, they only show what they want you to see.
True.
So it's like that 15 seconds. We're like, what about the rest of your life? So that's why now people go live to show like, oh, I do live this life. I do.
True.
But like at the end of the day, like who really gives a shit? Because once that camera goes off, you're still laying in bed by yourself. Like, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're not a big social media guy, right?
No, I hate social media.
And you stay off it a lot, right?
Yeah. Like I'll go on like once a day, see like latest shit. Like I want to be up with the times and that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't find myself scrolling anymore, which is so good. I used to waste so much time.
In that, bro.
So much time I would be wasted. But
well, it's tough, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's such an addictive thing. It really is.
And it's so powerful that it can make a YouTube star, a MMA fighter. Like
Weak.
Like it's so ridiculous. But it's there's pros and cons.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people who've been helped out because of social media.
For sure.
But then there's a lot of people's lives
been ruined.
Destroyed. And that's way more common.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
also another thing, like all the mental health in the last like 10 years.
A lot of people act like they care, but they really don't.
No. Yeah. And they're like, oh, we're all in this together. Like, you don't know.
You don't give a fuck about any of your followers.
You don't care. You don't know. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, shout out to my followers. Like, you don't give a shit. You just care if they like it.
It's so rare when like you find a person who's actually like very genuine like that. You know what I mean? And there's plenty of guys out there who are like genuinely care about their fans and like,
oh yeah,
and like do shit for their fans.
Yeah.
But you will see a large majority of like these people. You know, I guess you would say the influencers.
Like, I would love to see if you printed out one of your Instagram posts, just a picture, and just held it on the sidewalk with 350 people come up and like it and say a comment, be like, this is amazing. No, they just walk by it. They probably take a picture for their own social media.
Yep. Like, well, it's all about acknowledgement, right? In your opinion? In my opinion, that's how it is.
And like, oh, what's the word? Yeah, I would use that word. But it's like closure that people do like them and care what they're doing.
True.
You know? It's just like, well, those aren't real friends. True. Those people spent less than a second looking at your photo. Double tap took 2 seconds. Like,
hey, look, I fall victim to it a lot.
Oh, everyone does, but that's the problem. And now kids are literally, that's how they're raised. That's what they know. Dude, that's how they validate themselves.
I know. Dude, like,
it's ridiculous.
I still remember, you know, like being in the, I don't want to say it like I'm some fucking boomer, but you know, like being in the generation where we still rode our bikes to the boys' house, and like the second you saw the bikes outside, you knew shit was going down. You know what I mean?
Chilling. Now you have no idea.
Oh no, you just hit them up on Instagram, be like, "Yo, what you doing?
Want to hop on Xbox?" Yeah. Like, not even come over.
Nah, straight. It's a load of balls, bro. I hate it.
Even we were like, I was young for the PS2, and we played it, but like sleepovers, like after dinner, all day we were outside doing stupid shit.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah, just being kids, lighting fires, riding bikes around, just like being a menace to society, like every 100%. Other little tween. Those are the good old days. I miss those days.
Bro. I miss like just. I honestly, I don't really miss it because I don't know. There's something about being adult that I love, and like
I do too.
And like being like
I enjoy freedom, independence,
just doing your own thing
when you want,
exactly
how you want. Yeah.
But I definitely do, in a way, miss
the
being
freedom
carefree
and acting innocent.
Weak.
Because now you can't.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like, well, you knew better. You know better.
I was also a stupid fucking kid, bro. I was a stupid kid. I wasn't a stupid. I was stupid in school, but like some of the shit I did was really dumb too. You know, like.
Yeah, I could say I was stupid. I was trying to remember. I don't remember if I was smart or not.
In school, I was stupid.
I guess I was average. I don't know.
I winged school, bro. I'll be straight.
Oh,
I winged it hard.
1st through 12th, winged it. Winged it. Definition.
I once again, another thing I was talking about on the podcast last time is like, I never ever studied, but I passed most of my tests and quizzes.
Oh, 100%. And it'd be amazing if I did study. I'd probably be like a 90+ student.
No, dead ass.
Yeah.
Dude, school was good times.
School was more about fun.
Exactly.
And I had fun.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
I didn't at first. I was always like a negative bitch kid though.
I was definitely way quiet. Younger.
Interesting.
And then as I got older. But even in high school, I was so quiet.
When I got to high school, that's when I broke out of my shell.
Yeah.
I would say. Because I was just like, bro, I was like this weird fucking kid in middle school, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I
feel like everyone was weird in middle school, but now you have middle schoolers who are just like, what?
Yeah, it is true. Like, but yeah.
And that brings you back to social media.
Oh, 100%.
because they see what are getting the likes, and that's what they want to be like.
Well, dude, you know what? Honestly, I'm kind of thankful that like in middle school, like we didn't really have like Instagram and phones too much and like all that
so
shit.
Thankful,
dude.
That could have been bad.
I know, bro.
That would
like,
have been
the amount of embarrassment.
Oh, it's 90s babies. We didn't give a fuck.
We just said the stupidest shit, did the stupidest shit.
To crazy shit. And we would like verbally abuse people. And the shit that
I can't say I did that.
Well, no.
I definitely did not do
that. But back then, not freedom of speech, but like you were able to say
like
way
fucked up shit.
Yeah, way crazier stuff.
100%.
And like
no, definitely.
Sticks and stones. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, back then. Nowadays it's definitely a lot more sensitive. I mean, kids, you can't say.
But still, if you say something that's very PC, they're still gonna cry and be upset. And it's like you wouldn't last. Call of Duty chats back in like
dude. If you're like young, I'm talking like middle school, high school. No, you know, I can't say I would recommend to look this up, but let's just say one day you happen to stumble across a chat room video of Modern Warfare 2.
Very explicit.
Let's just say it's a totally different world. Dude, the amount of fucked up shit people would say in those chat rooms.
Ridiculous.
And not only that, just like
and
with like, throwing caution to the wind.
Oh, they didn't give a fuck. They didn't care if they were talking to a 40-year-old man or literally a 12-year-old girl.
Bro,
and the amount of like, fuck you, I fucked your mother.
Yeah, you fucked your mother, you N-word, and like all this kind of shit, bro.
I'm gonna come to your house and kill you in your sleep. Bro. Like, what? Like, yeah. And these people could be all around the world.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. Like,
it's so funny.
The amount of death threats, racist shit.
Oh yeah.
Anything messed up was said in those lobbies, bro.
That's where like I learned curse words and like how to use them.
Dude, yeah, those were fucked up times, bro. To be straight, good times, but yeah.
Well, that
was entertaining.
That was a Modern Warfare that they had the no Russian. They would never be able to come out with that. Even when that came out, it's very controversial.
Dude, I think I said it to you. It was like
the guy hanging out in the elevator.
No, it was like, did you?
He's like, no, next floor. And he's like, what? You guys have fun.
No. It was another Call of Duty cutscene, and it was like this guy like filming his wife and kid in London. And the little kid's like picking up like something off the ground and like chasing butterflies, and then a truck pulls up, and then literally like the girl starts running towards the truck, and it just goes
from Call of Duty. That's so fun.
It was just like a serene ass scene. It's like right outside like Piccadilly Circus or some shit, and it's just like, look, mom, look at the butterfly. And she goes to like pick it up.
Oh well, I think a map is based off of right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't played.
I
can't remember the last time I played Call of Duty.
Xbox in general, or any video game.
Yeah, I know.
Close the windows. Yeah.
But yeah, Xbox. Yeah. Fucking the last time I played Xbox, I don't even remember. But I had a PlayStation for a little while. That was cool. I played like Fortnite and shit.
PS4.
Yeah. It was all right. I mean, I used it like 5 times, but
I only played PS2. I was never a PS guy.
Bro, always good Xbox. Times on PlayStation 2 though with Guitar Hero. 2.
I was a legend. I would buy that right now if I came across it, dude, in a store. I'd play it till my fingers bled.
I'd bet you my brother still has one. My brother's very into video games and all that kind of stuff. I would bet money he still has our old PlayStation 2.
Classic.
Yeah, that shit was valid, bro.
Oh, I also had a Wii.
Oh my
Wii was interesting.
Gosh, bro.
I liked it. Some of the games there were good. I think that's how I played Guitar Hero. On the Wii.
Good times, bro.
Very.
Oh yeah, I did have Guitar Hero for the Wii.
And Rock Band.
I never played Rock Band.
Rock Band wasn't as good.
Yeah.
They tried to copy Guitar Hero. Couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to? You know what I mean? When you got like the biggest music game, I guess, franchise in the world ever.
And then they came out with DJ Hero. There was a turntable with buttons on it. That was the stupidest game ever.
That sounds ridiculous.
A few times. I was just like, this is dumb.
Yeah, it sounds stupid.
It was pointless.
A lot of the games they made were kind of pointless, though, so I'll give them that.
It was just to kill time.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it was about.
Oh, yeah. And kill time we did as kids, bro.
Now games, though, are insane. GTA 5.
Great game.
Red Dead. Like,
bro, I bought that when I was like 13.
What?
GTA 5.
GTA 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out for so long.
I can't believe that, too.
It is sick.
It is a sick game. I can't wait for GTA 6. I think that's probably the only video game I would buy a console for.
And literally just play
Just
GTA
to
6
play that game.
and be completely content.
Yep. No,
like, that's
deadass.
it.
I would waste that money probably.
And then have Netflix and Hulu on that Xbox too. And that's it.
I don't even watch Netflix or Hulu.
Me either.
Bro.
But I have them.
Yeah, exactly. And
just
it's just
in
wasting
case.
my money.
Yep. Just everything. That's what sucks too. Everything's subscription now. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Well, the world is just changing so quick with all this like streaming services now, like Peacock and Discovery has one now, and
like even paying virtual payments, crypto payments.
Nuts, bro.
Like there's just it's so quick and effortless to like transfer money, buy things, ship things. You could have things at your door literally 24 hours. It's crazy.
Bro, I mean, half the shit you can order on Amazon through Prime in literally 2 days.
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous,
And
bro?
I remember buying like toys offline as a kid and literally being like 2 weeks.
I know.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to see this thing and then play with it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it would just be done.
And now it's like, all right, it'll be my new iPhone will be here tomorrow.
Week.
And then boom.
I gotta get a new phone, bro. I'm rocking a 7.
I've been good. I got a 12. It's not broken
Rich
yet.
boy.
Not
Rich boy
broken yet.
shit. Rich
No.
boy shit. Nah, bro. I'm still rocking my iPhone 7 from like my last year of high school, bro.
I miss having the small one. The small one was so nice.
Remember the
These
5C,
are so
bro?
big. I think that's the one I'm talking about.
The one that was like the colorful one?
Oh, yeah. I never had one of those.
That was my first iPhone.
They had like the yellow or a blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a... Oh, what color did I think I had like a green one or something like that, bro. Something ugly.
Yeah, I thought they were ugly.
Yeah.
I never had one.
An ugly ass phone, bro. Or no, I had a white one. I had an all white
I don't
one.
even remember my first phone. I remember I had a BlackBerry. I loved the BlackBerry.
I never had a BlackBerry.
I miss the BBM chats. It's the good old days.
Good old days.
Yeah, because that was like middle school, freshman year, high school.
Week.
Good memories there.
And there goes the cameras again.
They only take like 20-minute videos.
Yeah, so they only take... I thought it was 29 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually only like 20, 23, 24 minutes.
Interesting.
But, it's just so dumb because,
It's not like it's running out of room.
Exactly.
So
It's just a matter of
just
like...
go straight through?
I think it's like whenever it hits 4 gigabytes, the video automatically...
Saves itself, probably.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, because like maybe... I mean, these would be good like vlogging cameras, you know what I mean? Like things that you're walking around with and you're not like filming long term.
If you have a nice little holder and
Exactly.
stuff.
Just like, I mean, those tripods that I got are pretty good.
Yeah.
Those are like the handheld ones, and yeah, I'd probably take those around the world with me.
I have a nice Canon. I forget what type. That's my travel camera. That's my big camera.
Nice.
Going to Hawaii in May, so I'll bring that.
Good man.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
I have to. I might go buy another GoPro just for it. I used to have so many, but I lose them all the time. One time it fell off a surfboard, fell into the water. Another time it was on like the gunnel on the stern of a boat, and we took off, and it just went right off the back. I don't even know what happened. I had so many. They're just all gone.
I never had a GoPro.
I rarely even used it. I used it when I went away or like really nice beach days.
Okay.
But like other than that, I never strap it to my chest.
Weak.
Walk around for the day.
Weak.
Day in the life.
I'm probably going to get a GoPro because I want to do like, I have like this fear of heights that I got. Mm-hmm. Not like on a ladder, but like if I go on top of like a roof or something like
cliff.
that.
Like you won't cliff jump?
No, I would. I have. So actually, when I was in Italy.
It's when it's not a soft surface.
Not exactly, bro. Like when I was in Italy, I did I was in this place called Cinque Terre, and it's like on the northeast coast, I guess. And they just have these like cliffs and shit, and that's where they built their communities, and that's why it's so like highly like traveled and highly visited, because it's literally just like houses on the cliffside, bro.
That's sick.
It's fucking amazing. I swear to God, it's sincerely one of the coolest places I've ever been was Cinque Terre. But so
that's awesome.
Me and this girl who I did like a group trip, and me and this girl who were on the trip, we rented kayaks. It was like €8 for an hour, and like fuck it, whatever,
do it.
Just go kayak in this calm ass Mediterranean Sea. Why not?
With all the cliffs, like, right there. That's sick.
And so we came across an alcove, and I was like, yo, let's go see what's up in there. And then, bro, literally like the perfect path up to like the tip of this fucking cliff, and the water, it's deceptively clear, bro.
That's crazy.
No, I swear to God, like I'll put a picture up for everyone to see, but like literally you're looking down at these huge ass rocks too, like under the water, and it looks like it's only 5 feet deep. There. No, there is water for fucking 20 feet.
That's crazy.
It's like 20 feet deep, but it looks like it's 3 feet. So you're like standing over the edge, like, am I gonna fucking break my legs right now, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was it cold? Is water cold over there?
By the time that we went, no, not really, because I went in September. Like it was like late September by the time, so the water had heated up.
I wonder if they keep clear water year round, like that clear water.
I think they do, because I don't know if there's any major shipping lanes really to there, through there.
Currents, like ocean currents throughout the seasons.
True.
Because that's kind of, well, our waters, it's because of the boat traffic.
Traffic and fucking all the sand dredging boats that go out there and shit.
And then, but our currents have been getting pushed closer and closer to us.
Our shores are dying, bro.
But our waters are getting warmer. We're getting a little bit more crazy fish in like the bays and stuff.
But the waves are lacking.
Yeah.
Like surfing has been kind of
waves have always been hard. But because they dredged, I think, like Gilgo area.
Like
Robert years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, and it was nice. And then we got hit with like Sandy
and all that.
And what was the one before that?
Irene.
Yeah, Irene did some damage. Nasty. Sandy did
way worse damage. That was
hard.
Fucked up, bro.
That was crazy. That's already, what, like?
2012. October of 2012.
Almost 10 years ago.
Isn't that insane? That's insane.
Wow. Because that's when I got my license, and I was, 10th or 11th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
So crazy.
That's pretty baller.
I learned how to drive not living at my house, because we didn't live there for like 6 to 8 months or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
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 So like I didn't even drive to my house until I was way older. I was like, this is crazy.
That is crazy.
Wild.
What a fucking... That's just nuts. But yeah, man.
I don't get how they could blame that type of weather on global warming, though.
You know, I don't know exactly how. I think there has to be some sort of study that they're basing it off of. But what I have read is that there is a national institute that studies specifically oceanic-based weather, like hurricanes and such, and water spouts and all that kind of stuff. And they said that hurricanes haven't been like picking up. Like I remember reading this somewhere, and probably I glanced over it. So you can't really quote me on this. I'm not trying to misspeak, but I believe that hurricanes haven't really changed much. It's just a matter of. I think that they've been like the same numbers. We just got hit
with the bad ones.
Yeah, and it's more like public now. Like it's a lot more publicized now.
That's true.
But I mean, like this country has been getting such bad hurricanes since I can remember. I mean, there's been plenty. Like my mom tells me when she was a kid. Katrina, that was fucked. Dude, I remember I lived in Florida when fucking Katrina happened, bro.
That's how our inlets were made on Long Island. Every single inlet.
Through hurricanes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Throughout the years. That's crazy.
That is pretty wild.
Sandy made the newest one. The Shinnecock Inlet or
I did not know that.
out there, yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like weather does change everything.
Dude. Yeah, well, I mean, dude, look at what fucking happened in Texas this year with the ice storm. They had a massive ice storm.
And they got hit with a hurricane, I think, this year. Or last year.
Yeah, they did.
California fires this year, too. Oh, my God.
Well, they always have fucked up fires, but it's just exacerbated because of the droughts now.
Raging for the last, 2 years, probably. A year or two.
Australia
fires.
Beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, God bless, bro. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Dude, I know. This country is...
This world.
This world is experiencing some wild times, bro.
Killer bees. That was crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Do you remember the clowns from years ago?
Good times, bro.
That was weird.
That was hilarious, though.
That was just so weird.
Oh, yeah. Major.
I still don't understand it. People are just dressing up like clowns and just terrorizing neighborhoods.
Dude, my brother, you know my brother, obviously,
yeah.
right? The big bodybuilder one.
Okay, yeah.
He was in Cortland, and he had a massive pickup truck and shit. And so he's up there around the time that this whole clown thing is happening. And one night he's like, "Yo, let's go look for these fucking clowns, bro."
Clown bashing.
Yeah. And so, dude, not to go murder it or anything, but just to fucking see it. And so, bro, the clown comes out. Apparently they found a fucking clown. And he starts chasing him and shit. And then my brother's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And he's with his boys and shit.
Yeah.
So apparently he's like, "Let's get this motherfucker." And he's like, "Yo, I'm just joking." And he just fucking runs, bro.
But that's a hardcore joke.
Dude, I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's fucking, you're going a little too far at that point.
One of my boys was at school in Loyola, and that was when the Baltimore riots were going on.
Wow.
And just like your brother, he's just like, let's go drive around, see what this is all about.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Bro.
Probably got absolutely ravaged.
He's like, I've seen chaos on the streets of Baltimore. I was like, oh my goodness. I wouldn't have done that.
No, I would definitely have avoided
out of my jurisdiction.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, crazy times, bro, you know? Sometimes you just want to see the crazy times, you know what I mean? Even if you don't really understand them.
We have lived through a lot of crazy times.
Bro, you know what? Honestly, in the 80s and 90s and shit, bro, our parents had, such a perfect storm of, tranquility in a way. You know what I mean?
Nothing, what was chaotic back then?
It started picking up in the 90s and shit with the Oklahoma City bombings and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always been major catastrophic events
yeah, but were we in a war? Gulf War? When was
the Gulf War.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Operation Desert Storm or whatever. Early 2000s and all that.
Yeah, even I don't even know when shit hit the fan.
Well, they also lived through when Russia or the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. They lived through
Cuban Missile Crisis.
That was the year my mom was born. My mom and dad were born. Yeah, 63 they were born.
My dad. Was my dad alive? I don't even know. But I remember my grandparents telling me about that.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Dude, well, I mean, my grandmother, she lived through segregation and shit.
That's crazy.
And
shows it's not that long ago.
Dude, right? It's really it's not that long ago. Yeah, it's insane, bro, how close a lot of these things really are. I hate to say it, but even slavery was still kind of close, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All of that.
People say 165 years, but think about that. People live to be 100 years old nowadays, you know what I mean? The oldest person in America, this woman from Charlotte, just died. She was 117.
That's old.
She saw and she was black. She saw Jim Crow. She saw segregation.
She saw a lot of shit.
She saw Martin Luther King. She saw John F. Kennedy. She saw Robert Kennedy.
Wow.
History died with that woman. You know what I mean?
She's legit seen it all.
Oh, yeah.
The Roaring 20s.
The Great Depression.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
I wonder if we're going to have a Roaring 20s.
I think we did, and I think it's over.
You think that was it?
Yeah, I think we're going to be heading into the next depression.
You think?
I do. Personally, I do. I think that, well,
Why?
40% of all U.S. currency has been printed in the past year. 40%. And just take 1 second to think about that number. Imagine having 40% of a pizza pie.
Yeah.
You're stuffed, right?
I understand. Inflation is going to go through the roof. Yep. But if people are moving towards crypto, I don't know, because then the government still needs our U.S. dollars, though. It can't accept crypto.
Exactly, and we're backed by, the gold standard. So what happens when gold just isn't worth it? Yeah.
No, I think we're back on it.
We've been. That's
since the Kennedys.
Since always, bro.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'm bugging.
Yeah, you're bugging.
Wow. Tell me.
I want to say, I don't know what president took us off the gold standard.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really didn't know that.
Back, I have was
it FDR maybe?
For some reason he's in my head, but I don't know. And it was like the 70s, 80s, something like that. And then I think Trump may have put us back on it. I'm not sure. I would have to research that. But yeah, I don't know if we are back on it, we are not obeying by that as much as we should be.
Wow. Well, yeah. I really didn't know that.
Yeah. But we still have the most gold in the world, I think, after China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. And there's people who think that China has more Bitcoin and crypto than
They definitely do.
Than anything else.
I mean, the amount of intellectual property that country steals, like their government.
Yeah.
It's honestly ridiculous.
They want to... So now the Bitcoin have like a key code.
The blockchain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to start logging those. Any of them that are made in China.
That's fucking insane.
Insane.
Well, I mean, there's a cap on how many Bitcoin can ever be produced too.
But Doge and other things aren't. There's no cap.
No cap.
Yeah. It's just like that's a little shady.
No, it's very shady. And you know what? Like... Dude.
Like the U.S. government, when we're off the gold standard, there's no cap. But when we're on the gold standard, the cap is as much gold as we have.
But I think that's a good thing. Personally, I think...
I think there should be a value behind a piece of paper.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why I am pretty sure that we are backed by gold. That's why I'm almost positive. But regardless, I mean, the fact that the Chinese government is... like, I guess trying to have
become that centralized bank that Bitcoin is trying not to have. Yeah,
that's really bad. This is a country that literally has a social credit score system. Like literally, if you I saw a video,
and if they get hold of that and start doing that, then there's ways that they can keep track of who and what has crypto here.
Oh yeah,
and then that's when it would become really bad.
Oh, 100%. Well, I mean, dude, look. China will be the big superpower of the later half of the century. I mean, it is a fact. Look back. They had this era, which is called the 100 Years of Shame or something like that.
Yeah, I forget what, something like that.
It's something very close to that, but it's like 100 years of humiliation, and now they've gotten to a point where their economy is very free market in a lot of ways. But the government is very oppressive, authoritarian, and some would say communistic.
And tracks every move.
Tracks every single one of your moves.
Their IDs have scanners in them and stuff. It's crazy.
And what scares me about like these vaccine passports and shit is that like, you don't just build up an entire system for vaccine passports just to get rid of it once the pandemic's done.
Oh yeah.
You keep that shit around, and
the way they're making it sound like is that this pandemic will never be done.
It won't because it's easy to keep power over a people. When you have a giant crisis on your hands that a lot of people are afraid of.
Yeah, but definitely numbers of who are afraid of it has diminished.
It's dwindling.
Huge.
But you know what? Like I will say something about Britain that might upset some people, but that I think that you should really know. And like. It's that a lot of people over there, they're still very, very afraid of the virus. And like, there's a not a silent majority at all. It's not a majority, but it's a growing amount of people who support the vaccine passports to get into the pub, just to participate in society.
But that's everywhere. There's going to be people like that everywhere.
Yeah, but
I'm sure there's small towns in America.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I'm sure. I know India went back into lockdown yesterday or 2 days ago because they had a spike in deaths overnight.
Jeez.
It's just
I did
like,
not know
why? Like, what are you guys doing so different than we are?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not much.
But then again, a lot. They're India. We're the United States.
It is true. It is a very, it's an up and coming country though. India will be a superpower one day, but right now a lot of their population lives in poverty. Still considered a third world country, yes.
Is it?
Yes. Same with Brazil. Brazil is you have Rio de Janeiro, you have Sao Paulo, you have all these beautiful, amazing tourist destinations, but like once you pass a little bit outside of the city limits, you're in the boonies, bro. Like you're straight up in the boons.
Yeah.
And you're in these favelas where,
well, that's how Indonesia was.
Indonesia?
Yeah, that shit was. You go into $1 billion resorts and be like, this is insane. This is paradise, heaven. Hop on a moped, go out the gates, and there's literally just cattle in the streets, fires. Like, it's crazy.
I know.
Mexico.
True.
Some places in Mexico are like that.
Yeah, well, 70% of the population in Mexico, is like not in abject poverty, but very poor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And they're all ruled, a lot of these politicians are like influenced heavily by the cartels because the cartels bring in a lot of money for the government.
People are so poor, they're easily, to me, manipulated.
Exactly.
Taken advantage of.
Well, I mean,
it's a vicious cycle.
Exactly. When you have no choice but to obey or survive, obey to survive, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's very brutal.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know, it's terrible though. And that's why, like, I feel bad for a lot of these athletes who come out of these countries like North Korea, who come out of these countries like China, and they see what the world outside looks like and the relative freedoms that they have, comparatively speaking, outside.
100%. They're like, we can do this. We're allowed to just go here, do this.
And then you have to go back and praise your government. You know what I mean? It's just like the Soviet Union.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
You know what is crazy, though? A lot of countries in the Eastern Bloc lived a lot better under the Soviet Union than they do now. Isn't that fucked up?
Because they had a superpower watching over them.
Exactly.
Now they're on their own.
Exactly. Like, you go to Ukraine right now, and it's, like, fucked.
Oh, shitholes.
It's so unfortunate, though, because, like, these countries are so great. You know what I mean? So beautiful. They got these amazing cities and shit.
I'm sure they could be. I never really looked into that.
Well, I watched this guy on YouTube. His name is Bald and Bankrupt.
Okay.
And he's like a travel guy. You know what I mean? That's like his thing, is that he travels to relatively dangerous countries as we view them. And he's
for fun.
Exactly.
For YouTube and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he speaks Russian very well. And all these countries basically in the Eastern Bloc, the majority of the population like speaks Russian to some extent. And he just shows, like how the people were after everything fell apart. You know what I mean? Because no one really understands that side.
And they cleared out so quickly from those areas too. Like
night and day.
Just left that day.
It's like nothing ever happened.
I've seen a few like urban exploring videos, and they're there and they're like, look at these tanks that we found, and just like crazy shit.
Yeah, well,
homeless and poverty is huge over there.
Yep.
I've seen that.
Alcoholism is huge over there.
Sewer people. It's crazy.
I know, man. And it's terrible because, these countries do have a lot of natural resources and they have a lot of potential. You know what I mean? But a lot of them are very flat too.
Just how crazy is it that like a 15-year-old boy could throw $15 into Doge and now have a couple $100, and these people are struggling to do anything. Like, it makes no sense. That's why it takes money to make money.
Exactly.
Like, it's such a...
But that's what I don't get.
The system makes sense, but it's just... if you're out of the system, you're not coming back
fucked.
in.
Yep.
You're not coming back in.
You can, but it's tough.
It's very
You
tough.
have to like start at the very, very bottom and grit your fucking teeth and grind up, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's why I feel like we're so lucky to be in this country in general, you know,
Yeah.
and to have lived the lives that we've lived so far. And it really is a privilege, you know, because
There's
like
always someone who has it worse.
exactly. There's
Always.
always like you can't even like so, I'm not trying to diminish in any way the poor people in this country, and I'm not trying to say that they're not struggling.
Mm-hmm.
But comparatively speaking, if you go to a village in Senegal and then you look at, you know, a homeless person in America, even they still have it better off.
Oh,
You
yes.
know what I mean?
And those people aren't the poor people either in Senegal. Like,
Exactly.
they own a
a
hut.
hut,
Yeah.
a home.
Yeah.
You have shelter. You know what I mean? And they're still living terribly because they're very oppressed by local militias and drug lords and all this kind of shit. You know, like it is not an easy life in Africa.
It's crazy.
Like Africa is the Wild West right now. You know what I mean? Like because it's. I will be honest though. Like Africa, if you want to like really start a business from the ground up, and I'm talking like something that you'll build into something amazing in the next 150 years, you could go to Africa. You know, like because they need a lot of infrastructure,
Yeah.
and a lot of it's starting to be built.
Yeah.
There are some very positive things coming out of Africa these days. You know what I mean?
South Africa has always been trying to be.
Oh, they're fucking collapsing,
Yeah.
bro. I swear, dude.
They're always trying, but
If you want to make a lot of money, I would short their currency.
they also had all the warlords down there for a little bit. I don't know if they're
South
still.
Africa.
No, not South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Just Africa.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
But I
They
don't
still
know.
do.
They still are.
A lot of countries. Well, because like it's such a massive continent. My camera just went off again. Hold up, one more time. Oh.
I wonder what their stock market's like.
I don't know that they have one. I think that there's only the like major ones like London, Tokyo, New York. I think those are the major stock exchanges. I don't know if there's any other countries with like,
There's a few. Singapore, like Exchange. I know Chicago Board of Options or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very weird, obscure, small things.
I really did not know that.
Yeah, there used to be a few in America, and then they cut it back to New York Stock Exchange, and then the NASDAQ was added in like the late 1900s.
Good times.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they probably, I don't know. I
Maybe
couldn't even
they
tell
do.
you a major city in Africa, honestly.
Lagos, Nigeria.
Is it Morocco?
Morocco
Yeah.
is in it's in northern
North,
Africa.
Yeah.
It's actually the closest country to Europe on the continent. You have a 14-mile stretch.
That's why all the mega yachts are down there.
Yeah, all the mega
Yeah.
yachts are down there. In fact, if you're rich, got a giant yacht, and you want to swing from Gibraltar to Africa real quick, fuck it, 14
Hop on
mile
your
stretch. Yep. I mean,
That's nothing.
that's nothing. 14 miles is nothing. I could
Nothing.
swim that. I would be fucked up after swimming that, but I could swim that.
I could kayak that pretty nice.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fucking easy day at the office kayaking.
That's crazy.
Dude, isn't that
Imagine
insane?
being that close to like. I mean, what are
To a new world.
Yeah, I mean we're right, short boat ride to Connecticut, but that's literally
It's like the same distance.
exact world.
Yeah, true.
It's the same world.
Isn't it crazy how like we're such a massive, massive country,
Mm-hmm.
but like a lot of like I guess what we might call, some people wouldn't call it culture, but like like the American way of life
Yeah,
is pretty much the same throughout.
it varies. I'd say like Californians live a little differently than like the tri-state area.
No, for sure. But I mean, like I'm talking like working class individuals. You know, like when you get to like the Midwest and stuff, you have like other outdoor recreational sports that if they don't have a body of water like a lake near them that they do. Like on the East Coast and the West Coast, you get a lot of surfers.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, like, generally traveling throughout the United States, it's kind of like, it's always like very relatable. Like, you can always relate to a person from fucking Utah.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, like your upbringing, like, oh, I did the same thing as a kid.
Exactly.
Something like that. Yeah.
But you can't relate to like if you're fucking from Russia, you can't relate to someone from like
going to like,
Azerbaijan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Went to camp year round.
Yeah. I actually didn't. I don't know if I did summer camp once. It wasn't for a long time though. It was like a week.
I've only done like sleepaway football camps that were mandatory.
That's fire.
Mandatory.
Oh yeah, St. John's made you do it?
No, my travel team as a kid.
Oh, this guy's about to be a fucking superstar?
Yeah. Until I hit high school. And then I hated football.
I played football for 2 years in high school, and I was very bad at it both years.
When I was playing travel football, I wasn't playing lacrosse, though. And then I stopped football, played lacrosse, and then that's when I really played lacrosse.
Little white privilege preppy boy. Lacrosse.
Private school.
Yeah. Nah, bro, but yeah, I sucked at high school sports. Were you nasty? You were like nasty at lacrosse, right?
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty good. I had fun, but then I blew out my knee. So.
Oh, true.
And that was it.
How's that
and
going?
then that's when the surfer, stoner, chiller came out. Yeah.
Truth.
Knee's good. Doesn't swell up as much anymore.
Nice.
So, yeah. Because I wasn't working out my legs back then. So, like, anytime I was on my feet for a long time, my knee would just swell up. Brutal.
Blows.
Yeah, you used to hurt at work, the post office back in the day. I was so scared I was going to slip and, like, pop it out again. It's like, oh, no.
That is scary, bro.
It is.
I still encourage you to come down to the MMA gym, though.
I'm getting my flexibility back, and then I will.
Yeah,
my luck, I'd pull
that's what you've been saying since 2019, bro.
Now back then I was just lifting, and then I was like, yeah, I'll fight.
Well, no, you don't have to fight. You just got to come and like learn how to fight.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. Still, I want to be able to kick, and I can't. My leg.
You don't have to kick with that leg.
Both legs. I'm not flexible enough.
Hey, look, bro. When I first started going, I couldn't even do half a split. Now I can do a full split. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like,
you're not at the one on Sunrise, right? Anymore.
No. Good times. Thank you, Taylor Gratola.
Congrats.
Weak, yeah, true. Congratulations. No, that was an interesting time though. Like working at that place. It sucked. I really hated that job a lot, and I'm glad they fired me.
Why?
Yeah, dude, it was just like. So first off, Taylor, you know, she's a fucking animal, bro. She works like a motherfucking beast. I swear to God. Like, literally, she'll be, like, out bartending till, like, 1 a.m., up at 5 a.m. to go coach.
That's crazy. And then be there all day.
Yep. And, bro, like, I was working till, like, 11, getting up at 5 to go coach. And I was like...
I'm beat.
Yeah. So she is of a different breed of hustler.
She's an animal.
She is a hustler, bro, and she's a fucking hustler, bro. Like, I mad respect, because that's insane. Like, literally, I could not. That was like probably the main reason I hated it too. And like,
early mornings.
I could barely deal with it.
But are you working out early nowadays?
So these days I get up around like 8, 9, and you know what? That's just I fucking love it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, literally, sometimes I'll sleep.
It's what works for you.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll sleep until 10, you know. It is what it is.
I'm feeling crazy.
Exactly. No, I like...
I try to be up super early every day.
I used to try that.
Like 4:35.
Oh, no.
I check my computer.
No, let's...
Check the markets, check my emails. And if I'm awake enough, I go right to the gym.
True.
But because I like to get all that shit over with ASAP. And then I could come home and always take a nap after my work by like 1 or something.
True.
Hit the night.
Yeah.
Usually I'm working at night too, so that's how that works.
True.
But now, and we were closing so early. So now we're back open late.
Yikes.
That might change.
That is going to change.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, bro? Like, I do consider myself a very disciplined individual, but But like being disciplined enough to go to bed at like 9 o'clock every night.
It's hard.
And then wake up at 4:30. That's probably even more difficult than having a good diet.
I could do that if I wasn't working. Because like if I work one night, the next night I won't be in bed at 9. I'll be up a little later because my body's up. And I won't put myself to bed at 9 3 days out of the week when the 4 rest of the days I'm going to be awake till 1.
Straight up.
Like that defeats this purpose. So I'll do what I do.
Yeah. And I have like, I agree with you. Like it's very hard like working late and then trying to get up early.
Yeah.
It's very hard to build a routine like that.
Oh, 100%. Especially when the routine, your work schedule varies. That's what's so frustrating. Because then you can't even have
a set thing.
Week by week. It's literally day by day type shit.
No, 100, bro. I mean, like when I was working at post office and, I'd be like working Tuesday nights till 11 and I would have to be up in the morning, to go to the gym and work out there was like a kickboxing class at like 10 a.m. I found that difficult, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not even that. That's going to bed at like 12:30, waking up at like 8. That's nothing.
That's nothing. That's
what I do
more
now.
than enough sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. It's just sleep and like getting on a schedule. You're right. Is very tough when you're working like that.
I also don't find myself. I find myself going to bed early, but it's just difficult. I have to put down the phone. Yep. Otherwise, that will just kill like 2 hours. And then getting out of bed is way more difficult than going to bed.
God, bro. I have a very tough time with that.
It's so hard. I got to put my phone on loud alarm on the other side of the room. Literally forced me to get up to turn that thing off.
Oh, yeah? You want to hear this, bro? Yo, I put my phone on that very laptop right behind you every single night. Alarm, 8 a.m. I'll get up. I'll turn my alarm off. Bring my phone back to bed.
Just second nature.
No, but it's true though. Like I'll be sitting on Instagram until fucking. That's the only social media I have.
And time flies. You'd be like, holy shit.
Exactly. And I'm still in bed.
I watched like 3 videos that are like 2 minutes long. How is it 45 minutes later? Bro. Makes no sense.
And it really does feel like such a waste of time.
Yeah. By the end of it, I'm like, I learned nothing.
I've produced nothing.
Yeah.
I haven't earned any money.
I'm less tired now than before staring at this fucking screen.
Yeah. No, really though. I mean, it's brutal.
I have the time limits set up on my phone. So my apps will go off after like an hour of use.
That's a great fucking idea.
I have to.
Well, you know what?
And then my phone automatically sets an alarm 5 a.m. every day, no matter what.
Wow.
So like Saturday and Sundays, I'll forget that it's set automatically and be like,
that's brutal.
What the fuck?
That's brutal.
But
yeah.
It works.
I mean,
drill it into my brain somehow.
Good man. Yeah, well, I mean, I've always known you to be very disciplined with waking up, even on the weekends. I've always known that you're a gym rat. Getting up early, going to the gym.
That I drank. Yeah, the next days I can almost never work out, but I cut back drinking way. I don't drink nearly as much.
Yeah, I have to.
I don't do anything as much anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
I mean, there's just not much to do, too.
Yeah, right now at least, there's no bars to go out to really at night. Well, now there will be, but.
Yeah, you still have the mask. You still have to be sitting. So it's still, you can't meet.
It's not the same.
You're not meeting people. You're really only going out with whoever you're going out with, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so shitty. Like that's one of that was probably my favorite part of going out was meeting
100%, just mingling, interacting.
Oh, I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
Fucking
no, because I be quiet. I'm shy. Certain people.
Oh yeah.
Certain people that I don't know. Like some people, I'll be like, oh, fuck this kid. I'll walk all over him. I'll talk whatever I want. And then other people will be like, I won't say a word.
That's true. Hey, look, I remember I remember you buying some drinks for some ladies in my day.
Oh, 100%.
So let's not.
But that's the liquor talking. That's like.
I'm dead, bro.
I'm dead sober. I'll be quiet. I'll be humble.
True.
Definitely more reserved.
Yeah.
But once I get that going, all bets are out the window. I can say some crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, liquor brings on some good times, bro.
That'd be a fun one. We have a late night podcast, and we just drink.
Yeah, you know what? We will end it on that because my camera right there is about to die.
All right.
But you know what? That is a great idea. And the next time we do a podcast,
we'll
get fucking in my new office. By the way, I'm getting a new fucking office.
Let's do it.
Yep. So we'll fucking get some gin, some shit.
Just go shot for shot.
Shot for shot,
sip.
whatever. Talk.
By
I'll
the
have
end,
new cameras by
the
then.
end of it, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Ruling.
But yeah, no, that's because we got stories to tell. We got more to talk about. I mean, we could have gone for another 3 hours, bro. Honestly.
And if we like set up things to hit, we could talk about.
Oh yeah.
Endless things.
Yeah, something a little bit more structured.
I'll be back.
My man.
I'm down.
All right. Well, Chris McCarthy, it was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you. It was fun.
I didn't get to say the good old classic "How you doing?" But,
hey, how you doing?
I'll give you a little "see you later."
All right. Thanks.
You're the man.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
That was chill.
Yeah,
Good shit.